part 2 is going to start on 15.
Okay, right here, yes. These got to jump out at you. This angle matches up with this angle. So, Horacio, if these two angles match up, there's the theorem in 4.6 about isosceles triangle that says this side and this side also match up. So if two sides are equal, their angles opposite are equal. But if two angles are equal, the sides opposite are equal. So if this side equals this side, 8x plus 5 equals 2x plus 11. There's your equation. From here on out, it's algebra. The geometry's over. So Cassie, you set this side equal to this side because I know they're the same thing. So this 3x is just a distraction. It's nothing. It's just there for fun. Just there to distract you. So now let's set them equal. Let's solve them. You've got x's on both sides. You got more x's on the left or more x's on the right? I would move these two x's over. Tony, how are we going to move these two x's over here? I always put my x's where they are the most. And 8 is more than 2. So I'm moving these two over here. How? Minus 2x from that side. Minus 2x from that side. So that's gone. Here's what you got. You got 6x plus 5 equals 11. So 6 times something plus 5 is 11. Kenzie, do you undo the times 6 or the plus 5? How? Minus 5 on the left, minus 5 on the right. What's 11 minus 5? So here's what you got, Kenzie. You got 6x equals 6. 6 times what is 6? So your answer, all you got to do is find x. X is 1. Now let's see if it works. So plug it in for 8. What's 8 times 1? 8 times 1 is 8. What's plus 8 plus 5? So this left side is 13. I'm assuming the right side is 13. What's 2 times 1? Plus 11. So they're good, but this 3x is not 13. Only these two sides are 13. This 3x is going to be just 3. So these are the only two sides that need to match up. Okay, 16. Oh, 16. Christian, what do you know about 16? Parallel, there you go. Parallel, parallel. Now let's draw this out. This line and this line are parallel. So this 40 degrees, do you see this 40 degrees? Where is it going to show up in that top triangle? What's corresponding to 40? Right here, 40. So that's 40, that's 40. Okay, now we're done. How many degrees in a triangle? 180. So if I take, let's look at this top triangle. Thomas, only the top triangle. If I take that angle 40 plus this second angle 4x plus this third angle 3x, if I add up all my angles, they always equal 180. So if I go 40 plus 4x plus 3x, it's going to equal 180. Combine your like terms. You're going to have 40 plus 7x equals 180. Alright, Kenzie, here we go. 40 plus 7 times x. Do I undo the times 7 or the plus 40? How? So minus 40. Minus 40. What's 180 minus 40? So you have 7 times some number is equal to 140. 7 times what is 140? 7 times 20? So x is 20. X is equal to 20. And you're done. Okay. Can you get 17 and 18? Devin, what is jumping out at you about 17? Alright. Two congruent angles. It's an isosceles. So this side is going to be equal to this side. So can you figure out the size of these two angles, Devin? Can you figure out the size of these two angles right here? How big are they? How much? How did you get 55? How did you know they add up to 110? Okay, so there's always 180 in a triangle. If they're using 70, that means there's only 110 left. And if these two are equal, it's just that cut in half. Now, Devin, what do you know about this right here? What do you know about these two angles? They add to equal 180. So if I've got 55 already I'm using, how much left over is there to use? How much? So Christian, this sucker right here is 125 degrees. So that means this. That means 3x minus 10 is equal to 125 degrees. That is an awesome problem. Awesome, awesome problem. So now 3 times what? Take away 10 is 125. So Tony, what do you want to do? 3 times x or minus 10? Do you want to undo the times 3 or the minus 10? How? So plus 10. Plus 10. That's nothing. What's 125 plus 10? So 3 times what number is 135? 45? So x equals 45 and you are done. So how many of you think these problems are funner than the first ones? These are pretty sweet problems. This is pretty much the essence of geometry. Okay, let's look at 18. Look at 18. Yeah, this is fun stuff. Cassie, what do you notice about 18? Alright, you got 2 congruent sides. What does that mean? They're the same. What else can you infer? What else does that imply? Does that tell us anything about the angles? Cassie, that means this angle opposite and this angle opposite are also equal.
Students and teachers, we're going to go to our advisory meetings now. We need all the students, please go to your advisors.
So, let me finish this. If they're equal, this one is also 51 degrees. So far I've used 51 degrees and 51 degrees. I've used 102 degrees. So if I've used 102 and there's only 180, x has got to be 78 degrees.